I have the feeling that most schools do their best to keep their students stupid. Truth comes from authority. Intelligence is the ability to remember and repeat, and those who do not conform will be punished. Nearly nobody teaches students critical thinking, maybe because if your students are stupid, they're not going to challenge you. However, being educated, articulate, and a critical thinker is an essential skill for flourishing in life. But, like with all valuable things, it's not so easy. Most people think that thinking is the same as having thoughts, simply being semi-aware of the thoughts the subconscious sends into your mind. Everybody has thoughts, but this isn't a skill. The skill is to actively listen to these thoughts and create counterpositions that disagree with each other. So, in some sense, you have to be at least two people at the same time to be an effective thinker. This is my thinking process in a nutshell. I have a problem I want to solve or a question I want to answer. So, I let different parts of me take different positions and lay out different arguments. But because my knowledge horizon is usually very limited, I get input from other sources, usually podcasts, books, or the opinions of people I know, so that I get even more perspectives. You cannot rely on your experience when you have no experience, so I use the experience and ideas of others. I would say that 90% of my thoughts today probably come from other people I've listened to and learned from over the years. And at the end, after the different positions argued with each other, I have an output. This could be a new opinion I have or something I change in my life. And this whole process is a lot of fun when you think about things that interest you. I've never really learned this in school. Nobody explained to me what thinking actually is. Now, this process isn't really this step-by-step protocol, but rather a lifelong practice where learning, thinking, and output are a constant flow that keeps updating my beliefs and knowledge. And your best tool to support this process is writing, because writing is just formalized thinking. You take something you want to figure out, or, in my case, a topic you want to make a YouTube video about, and then you write about it. Then you realize that most of what you wrote is stupid. Then you read things, then you take a break and reflect, then you update your writing, and so on. A continuous writing practice can turn you into an intellectual beast. Or, to say it with a little less pathos, it makes you less stupid. And I think the most important thing I've learned in this process is to let your ego go. The purpose of thinking is to let our ideas die instead of us. It is way better to get your dopamine from improving your ideas than from having them validated. Don't be that guy who has to be right all the time. You can simply say, "Oh, you're probably right," and move on with your life. Everything else is childish and won't do you any good. I try my best to fall in love with certain ideas only to the extent where I can let them go when a more truthful idea comes my way. Long story short, I dare you to start your lifelong learning practice today. School demolished my passion for learning, but reading books revived it. In the bio of this video, you will find 5 books that have all given me mind-blowing moments. All of them are completely different. I encourage you to choose one of the books you find most appealing and just start reading it. And if the rebel inside of you doesn't want to do it, I have a question for you. Do you really have something better to do? Something that is so utterly important that it comes before expanding your horizon and learning lessons that may stay with you for the rest of your life? If yes, fair enough. If not, you know what to do.